This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by Freshly, chef-cooked healthy meals delivered to your door. Save $40 off the first 4 weeks with code MMA40. J&P Cycles, the best aftermarket parts and accessories for your motorcycle. Save up to 30% off with code MMAN. BedInABox.com. Yes, it's a big-ass comfy bed delivered in a small box to your door. Use code MMA5 for 5% off any mattress purchase with free shipping and throw. Restrictions apply. Liquid Web, save 34% off for 3 months with code MMAN34 off. Defense Soap, the ultimate soap for wrestlers, jiu-jitsu, and MMA athletes, with the new peppermint oil bars and shower gel. Use code MMA Nuts for 15% off. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 378.
378!
My name is Angle Waggle.
Heck, brother, that's my show. By the fans, for fans, walk live between serious and ridiculous. What's going on? I think I blew my neck out on that one.
Did you?
It's not good.
You're gonna be all geriatric on this show.
I'm all fucked up right now.
It's all good.
What's happening?
Nothing, dude. I would like to know what the hell's happening in this damn town with the weather. It's snowing today. It's April.
It sucks.
It was just like 70 a couple days ago, and now it's snowing. It's been raining here all weekend. Springtime sucks balls when it starts.
Well, we don't have spring anymore. It goes winter straight to summer. So it'll probably fucking snow in May, and then the next thing you know, it'll be 100 degrees. May 2nd.
Yeah, I have noticed that when it's not sunny, I'm kind of more down in general. Have you noticed this for yourself?
Never. I'm always up, Ingo.
You're always up.
Never down.
He's
always up.
cock strong. He's good.
That's right. Cialis squared.
I get bummed out.
EMC squared.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice. Okay. So a card happened this weekend. Yes.
Yeah. So let's start with the cool thing that I saw first. So we had Sean O'Malley sitting next to Mackenzie Dern doing his Nate Diaz impression.
Was he actually smoking weed?
He popped it out, but those
MMA record 10-0. Are they together?
2 undefeated fighters.
She's got some cleavage in that picture.
She's a healthy lady. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
What else will I say? Daniel Cormier and Dominic Cruz, they do not work well together. That's oil and water on a broadcast.
Yeah.
He's doing it wrong, Dominic. He needs to be on the other side to get that plata. What the hell are we talking about? P's and Q's, cross your eyes, dot your lowercase j's.
Is it Popeyes? Is that what he likes?
I don't know. Something like that.
He's into some. Is it KFC, Popeyes? One of those. He's a chicken.
I think it was Popeyes.
Yeah.
That's racist.
It's not racist when he says it. He says he likes freaking Popeye's chicken. I'm just saying.
Food can't be racist.
You got Cormier, who's kind of like strangely weird in some way, and then you got the herky-jerkiness of Dominic Cruz.
Exactly. He talks like he fucking operates in the octagon.
That's right.
And it's so goddamn annoying.
I like to see him. I like to see Cruz like, how does he approach the ladies? Is that the same way? He's like in the bedroom. He's like, I'm here. No, I'm there. And then I'm all like over here. And
I'm Batman. No, I'm Robin.
Hitting it from all angles. So it's got to be confusing.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it is what it is.
Sorry, I'm mixing a little.
It's a free
cocktail over
here.
here.
He's making a mixologist. Wow, you can see it floating on top.
It's all good. That's gonna go right in my belly.
Oh yes, it is. That's very healthy over here.
Something like that. I'm just trying to, lighten the load a little bit or something like that. So then we have. I guess I'll start with the main event. So we had another fight, potential fight of the year with Dustin Poirier and my favorite fighter, Justin Gaethje.
Who is taking punishment like to the 10th level. Every fight, he seems to take a bigger beating.
Well, he had the leg kicks working early on, and Poirier was eating them all. I think when it was all said and done, we're upwards of 30, maybe 40 leg kicks, and
ouch.
Like, holy shit. And, Gaethje might want to work on some head movement. I don't know. He goes with the high guard all the time and just absorbs and absorbs. Like this. And I don't think he can see because he can't always make contact when he's going high, and sometimes Dustin's going on the body. Again, they're just standing right in front of each other. I love it. I think they call it the phone booths fighting, right? Right in front of each other. And at the end of the second round, Gaethje throws some kind of rolling thunder bullshit, lands that. And then by round 4, they both had their moments, but then Poirier clips him with the left hand and follows it up, and that is it. And Gaethje, like, man, I love that guy because he doesn't give a fuck. Poirier calls out Nurmagomedov for the title, which, what do you think? Is he in line for a title shot?
I question that. I mean, of course he's going to say that. I'm curious how that's going to go. I don't think that fight goes well for him.
I don't think it goes well for anybody.
No.
I mean, as far as like people who have a chance, I think we said it was probably Ferguson or McGregor probably have the best chance.
Yeah.
Can't ever count McGregor out.
No, I would like to see that. That's not going to happen, though.
Probably not, unless there's a god load of money, because someone's going to need to pay off like $100 million in lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
You might need to be back sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the fight, Gaethje tweets out, he says, "That's how you keep people from wooing during a fight. You keep that shit excited." Yeah, they kept doing that shit again. Woo! Woo! Shut the fuck up. I think they should kick these people out. Every time you woo, you're banned. Banned for life. And then Gaethje also said he didn't come into the sport to win or lose. He said, "It's the entertainment factor for me."
Okay.
And
he's getting his
I love him.
Brains beaten in.
Well, he says he only got 5 fights left and he's out.
Really?
He wants to golf when he's 60 and go.
Okay. So apparently MMA is not a career move for him. It's
Well,
more of it's a vacation.
The question is, what's the longevity? Does he have 5 fights left? I don't know how many punches he absorbed. I would guess it's in
Hundreds.
the 180 to 200 level. And we're not talking lollipops. We're talking hard fucking strikes.
Well, remember, like, Chris Lieben had this approach, and everything was going fine, and then all of a sudden it wasn't anymore. And that was the end. You know, like, it's going to run out eventually.
Right.
It's going to happen.
But it's fun as fuck to watch on the way out.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yes. But I'm worried about his safety. He's just
a little bit.
Taking a beating,
man. It'll all work out.
You know?
Fine.
Diego Sanchez, similar approach.
Yeah.
George Gurgel.
Similar approach. They're all still around.
Yeah. No.
No? They're not going to be all right?
No, but I think, like, you ever see that boxing drill where they put the 2 guys, there's a tire, and you have to put a foot in, and you can't move?
Ooh,
ever see that drill?
No.
So there's a big-ass tire, and you have to put a foot in, and the whole thing is you're fighting, and you can't lift your foot up. Like, you can move around in the tire, so it teaches you to, like, be in the pocket. This is what these guys need. That's all they...
Fuck, I like that game.
Would you?
We used to, well, in college, freshman year, me and this big motherfucker named Carlo, he had to be 5'6", about 220. Just a massive linebacker motherfucker.
5'6", 220.
Yeah, it was just, and he was wide as shit, man.
God.
The widest motherfucker ever.
Big, dude.
Kind of looked like the Thing, you know, just short, stocky. And we would just play this game where we're gonna punch each other in the shoulder as hard as we can until one of us gives.
Okay.
Just fucking teeing off, and we would just finally get to a point where we both mutually agree. Have you had enough? I think I'm good. You good? But because there was just this level, just bam, 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 bam. That was the game. I like this action.
You both agreed that you're both too crazy.
Yeah. Well, we're not. Both of us agree we're not gonna quit. You know, we're too tough for our own good.
It's only gonna cause destruction and pain.
It's only a shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, that was always fun too.
Was it that shoulder that you're having problems
with?
It is
a shoulder because it's always
curious.
The left.
Curious, man.
Yeah,
curious.
It is. So anyway, back to the fight. We had Carlos Condit versus Alex Oliveira, and Oliveira took the fight on short notice, 2 weeks, since Matt Brown was out with an injury. I will say this about Condit. He won the first round, and then in the second round, and they were saying maybe he got clipped with an up kick. It was hard to tell. And he goes to shoot for a takedown, goes right into a guillotine, and then it gets mounted, and he has to tap out. But he looked much better than he did in his last fight, and a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, he's lost 4 in a row. Like, he looks fine. He's still good. This is a tough fight to take on short notice. The one thing I noticed about Condit was his body looked so much leaner than normal. So I don't know if he's having the Johnny Hendricks problem. Because when I look at, there's a poster over there, I don't know, we can't see it there, but there's the Condit versus Nick Diaz one where he was a lot thicker back in the day than he is now. Now he's looking skinny. And he was always a little lean, but this fight he looked more lean than normal. So I don't know where he goes from here. It's a tough fight.
Yeah.
The only other fight I want to mention is the Israel, I don't know the last name, Adesanya versus Marvin. Vettori was a middleweight fight. So this Israel guy real fucking elusive with his striking. He has 79 kickboxing matches. He said he's 75-4. You got a split decision win, but real interesting. Very hard to hit. And I'm trying to think, who do I want to compare him to? Maybe Anderson Silva.
Whoa.
With the way he eludes and counters. The problem is we got taken down in the third round. He didn't have much to offer off his back. That seems to be a problem with these guys. Super high level striking, and I got nothing to offer off my back. So if you pair him up with a straight wrestler, we're going to have a problem, I think. But maybe you get some favorable matchups. Maybe. We'll see. It was fun to watch. So that's all I say about that card. I'm going to take a drink.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I got to say. It goes.
All right. Let's get into some news then. In exciting news for me, Nick Diaz.
Yes?
Free to fight after April 19th. His suspension will be over.
Well, can he fight on the 19th, or are they waiting for 420 for him? Or did they miss the opportunity?
I think he should fight on 420, although that's like 5 days from now. Probably not going to happen.
Probably not.
No. So,
is he actually going to come back, do you think?
Yes. I think he does. I think he comes back. And I would go as far as to say he's going to have a major fight. I'm thinking he comes back and he's going to fight somebody like GSP or Conor McGregor. Wow. That's exactly. we didn't even discuss this before I started, but yes, those are my two picks for him. That's one of the. I mean, who else would make sense at this point?
Carlos Condit.
No, nobody wants to see that.
Justin Gaethje.
No.
155.
No, you got to put him in there against somebody who's got a big name. You know, like who would? You could do
Michael Bisping.
You could do Robbie Lawler.
Michael Bisping.
I like to see that.
Robbie Lawler.
Bisping, maybe for the belt.
Does he have one?
I don't know.
He might now. I don't know. Fucking interim this, interim that.
Yes.
The interim's got an interim.
I'm confused. Yeah, is it like a, one of those belts? 70, 85,
whatever.
90.
We'll make our own weight class. 163
the 91
and a half.
belt. Yeah.
The Rich Franklin belt. Let's go.
92, 192. Was that his weight, right?
190.
190.
I always do that.
Yeah.
Catch weight. Rich catch weight Franklin.
Anyways, I'm excited about it.
I like it. I want to see him fight. I don't know if he will.
He will.
So, Rough and Rowdy 3 happened over the weekend. This is basically the Tough Man back in effect. It's $15.99 if you buy it prior to Friday, or $19.99 if you buy it on Friday. What on Friday? I don't give a fuck.
Whatever.
I could splurge extra $5. They're like 40 fights.
40? Oh my God.
It's 3 1-minute rounds, and the nice thing was, I fought in a Tough Man back in the day, and luckily I was the second fight of the night, so everyone had to wear the same fucking boxing gloves and the same headgear. It just kept getting rotated out between fighters. This event, everybody had their own shit. Yeah. So as soon as one fight was over, those guys are out. The next two guys are in. They already have their gloves on, their own headgear. Like, wow, this is at least well organized from an equipment standpoint. But I'll say the best thing I thought that was happening was the commentary, because you had Bill Burr, who's a comedian, as one of the commentators, I didn't even think he was the best. They had the president of Barstool Sports was on there. I thought he was pretty good, and I forgot the other guy. I think it was the Barstool guy. Those guys are on point, and not only are they commentating on the fights, but also looking at the clothes and looking at the shoes. This guy is wearing fucking hiking boots, and they're swearing like constantly, and this is great. This is great action. So I think commentary was 1. Ring card girls were number 2. They had 15 ring card girls in
nice.
Go. And let me just give you a little sample, and I'll post this up for the people.
I'm always down for ring card girls.
Well, let's go.
Are they of the more like realistic persuasion?
This is what the UFC's ring card girls should look like. So, I'll just pull some of these up.
Oh my Lord! Look at that.
Yep.
Those are some thick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they know how to make them out in whatever state we're in.
That is a nice thong. And I said, yes, that is a thong.
Yep. And that was the winner. So this is the finals here. Those 4 ladies.
Are they whoever won or whatever?
She's the winner.
Really?
Yeah. That one was my personal favorite.
Yeah, there's some nice booties on these.
So, ring card girls at number 2. And the nice thing was they also put a different ring card girl after everything. So they rotated through every 15. So you kept getting new one, new one, new one. Like, wow, this is
the guy's just
shit.
like beating off in the crowd or what? Like, waiting.
Something like that. And then you had this one ring card girl where I got to pull this one up too and show you, where she had the craziest tattoos that I've ever seen. She had red rum tattooed on her thigh, and then she also had like Charles Manson and Frankenstein and a bunch of other weird fuckers tattooed over her body.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Some crazy clown on the side there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Red rum.
Does she have daddy issues? Ingo?
Probably. That's kind of disturbing.
A little bit.
Whatever.
A little bit. So you had that. I thought that was number 2. And then you have the fights as number 3, which
We're good.
I will just tell you that I think there were 2 contestants that actually knew how to throw a punch, so it could be a little frustrating at times. But luckily, it's 3 1-minute rounds, so you're not going to get that frustrated. You're like, fucking next fight. I think they're
Are you saying you could have won this thing?
I think I could do pretty well for one fight.
Mm-hmm.
One fight, I could probably be. But I think they cut the age off at 30 or whatever the age is. I'm way over.
Okay.
I don't think I can go back in.
Too bad.
And a few people were doing the bull technique, where they would just go head down and fucking ramrod into the other person with nothing. And then you had this thing. I think they said she weighed 190, or strike that, 290. And she runs out there, and fucking titty balls are bouncing all over.
That is,
and there's like fishnet, but you can't quite see it in this picture.
That looks like a video game character.
That was a fucking mess. And she was.
Did she have wheels for legs?
Yeah, she was the bullfighter, where it was head down and just mushed forward to try to clinch, and it was a shitty fight. But
who's mounting that at the end of the night? I'm sure there's some guy like, that's my woman.
I gotta get me some of that.
That's right. You get him, girl. Hey, I get it. You know.
Damn right. And then I'll show you the highlight of the night was this fat guy falling down, and then look at the air he gets on the bounce here. I like that. I don't know why I enjoy that, Ingo. I like to see fat guys falling for no apparent reason. It wasn't even a strike. He just trips and falls down. That's my highlight. USA!
He's got the USA pants, too, which is key.
The only issues I had with this, they had an audio problem. There was times where it sounded like we're underwater. What's going on?
Probably the compression from the webcast.
Somebody dialed in, because it was only online, not through TV. And when you watch the event, you can only pause. I cannot rewind, and I cannot fast forward.
That's a bummer.
And I started late, so I'm into round 2 of the last fight of the night, which I guess they were calling the main event. And there's no drug testing, because those guys are juiced to tits. Can't punch for a fuck. And after round 2, my stream cuts off and starts over. Like, are you kidding me? So I have no way to go back. I'd have to watch the whole event again to get back to the point that I got cut off at. So for $20, I can't complain, because that is a great event if you want to hear some good commentary, some shitty fights, and some awesome ring card girls. If that's what you're into, drink some beers, and some drunk-ass fucking fans.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys asking questions to the people that just fought were on point.
Yeah.
Because they'd ask them shit like, hey, we just bombed Syria. What do you think about that? Like, man, I fought so hard tonight. Like, what? And I don't think the fighters could hear the questions, so they'd ask them some shit, and you get some very bizarre answer, but it seemed to make sense in some bizarro world.
Okay.
But otherwise, a good event. I'm looking forward to the 4th one.
When's that happening?
Probably next month, I would imagine.
Okay.
I mean,
nice.
This is a good thing. I think we need these kind of fights. I was surprised they were wearing headgear, because I swear the last time they did this, the guys weren't wearing any headgear.
Yeah.
This is what it's about. Maybe guys a little bit more skill would be a little more fun. And then there were a couple guys where it looked like a guy might have a foot in height, a foot in reach, and 60 pounds on another guy.
Whoa.
Like, it's a little bit of a mismatch. I think you guys are in 2 different weight classes.
Yeah.
And there was no top end on the weight class, because I think it might have been similar to Tough Man, 185 to 400. Because there were some big fat motherfuckers in there.
Wow.
But overall, I give it a thumbs up. I think you should check out the next one. I'm gonna start watching some of this weirdo shit.
Okay.
So
I'm down to check it out.
what else you got news-wise?
Actually, speaking of big motherfuckers,
Yes.
Josh Barnett is actually suing the supplement company that tainted his tributestin with what the fuck was the supplement? I forgot now. Anyways, there was some shit in his supplement.
Was he an Ostarine or was he a clenbuterol?
Ostarine.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, you have a good memory. Good job. So he's suing them because of he can't work now. This is his job. They screwed him up. You know, he hasn't been able to fight or anything. What are your thoughts? I mean, does he have? I just feel like I'm on the fence about this because it's like.
Well, the problem is he's got a checkered past, but the good thing is he had a very detailed report of the supplements he was taking, and I think when he went to arbitration that they were impressed with how detailed he was with everything he was taking because he probably knew that this was going to come up at some point, and that's why he's the only person to get a fucking public reprimand from USADA, which I still don't understand why, if you've done everything right and you've established that it was the supplement company that tainted your supplement, how are you at fault at all? At all.
Well, I believe, okay, it's conspiracy theory. I think Barnett's a very smart guy. I think in another life he probably would be an engineer or something of some sort. He's like a Danaher kind of like smart level. So he doesn't surprise me. He's meticulous. I would also not be shocked if he went out and tried to find supplements that were tainted to take them on purpose to get an edge.
Sure.
You know? So it's gray area. I'm not saying, you know, I don't know anything. I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, you are putting something in your body that's not natural. So you do have to be responsible for that. I'm sorry. I think that's...
But you're putting in what you think is legal, not what something else is illegal. So that's the problem. So that's where he got no suspension, but you still had, I think it was 18 months of this back and forth bullshit. So I think he's got a legitimate case against this manufacturer, and I'm glad someone actually went through this whole process, because now, again, when you talk about the precedents that's been set, I don't know if the other fighters will have to go through arbitration if they can prove that the supplement's been tainted now, because Josh Barnett didn't have to have a suspension, so no one else should have to have a suspension. And then if he's successful in suing this company, I don't know how much he could get. I would venture to say $1 million.
You think that much?
Yeah.
He was making a couple $100,000 a fight, right?
Because you're talking 3 fights probably in 18 months, bare minimum of 3. You could argue more, but I'll say
maybe even
3.
5. Yeah, sure.
You know,
so you're talking about $1 million to $2 million here,
right? I mean, he could be. I forgot what his last paycheck is, but when you're talking about the heavyweights, you know, fucking Mark Hunt made $750, I think, his last fight. Yep. You know.
Yeah, I think it sets an interesting precedent. So I think the the supplement companies are going to be cleaning up their act quick if he wins this.
They need to. You can't be putting all this crazy shit into there.
That's the old stories you would hear about.
What was that shit we were taking at one point?
Oh God, I can't remember, but it had like steroids in it or something.
Yeah, it had like amphetamines in it.
Yeah.
I know I'm dying when I'm taking this. I'm gonna take a quarter dose.
I didn't take any because you gave me some sometime. Like I feel like I'm gonna die.
Oh, it was crazy.
Like no explode or something.
I don't remember what it was.
We don't want to get sued. I'm not saying, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, they had to pull the product because it was found out,
But that's the story. It's in the 90s. That happened all the time. People were on all kinds of...
hot stuff.
Taking shit. Oh, it works really well. Yeah, because it has steroids in it. Like, hello. Duh.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, I feel something, man. I'm jacked right now. That's what it was. It was jacked.
Jacked, that's it. It was jacked. That stuff.
Oh my God.
I remember you would come to the Krav Maga and you're like, I feel my heart's going.
Yeah, I'm having palpitations right now. Something's going on.
What did you take, man?
Yeah.
It's not scary.
This is a straight up amphetamines.
I cannot do the uppers before working out anymore. I can't do it.
No.
No.
Caffeine is a good upper to take.
Yeah, a little bit small. I use for when I run, I have the goo packs, which, you know, it has like 20.
Go.
Yeah, like jizz.
That's what it sounds like. I don't know what you're into.
It's that sugar pack. So when you run, like, you know, when you run long distances, you take that before you go. It has a little caffeine in it and some sodium. So it kind of helps you. Or if you're going to run, like when I ran the half marathon, I think I had one every hour. This kind of keeps your body.
Should do a suppository then.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Maybe I can just pull over and some guy can just inject it.
They have weed
directly.
suppositories right here.
Do they?
Yeah.
That is no fun.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's fun.
I want to stick weed up their ass. That's so stupid. I'm not Mexican trying to get to the U.S.
I'm just saying, you might have a lady friend that might like things stuck in weird places.
But weed in her ass? That's just weird.
Why not? What the fuck?
I don't know.
What are we doing here? Stick a little weed up that bitch's ass. I don't know.
Asshole. That's just weird.
I'm just saying.
That's no fun.
How do you know it's no fun?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
She might like it.
Maybe. I wonder if it'd be like
do that. You probably have a round ice cube maker.
Is it a numbing agent?
I'm sure they have numbing agents for that area.
They do.
Moving right along. There's a rumor floating around of Mayweather versus McGregor in the Octagon with 4-ounce gloves, no shoes, 5-minute rounds, no kicks, no takedowns, no elbows, no knees. Clinching is allowed. Who wins?
I think it's McGregor. Are you kidding me?
Still think so?
Yeah.
You want to see that fight like that?
Sure. I'm down.
I'm out.
You think it'd be too much spectacle?
Well, I think it's a bitch move if we have to play this, because if McGregor went and had to fight a boxing match, then I feel it's only fair for Mayweather to come over and have an MMA match straight up. This would be the fight you would have made the first time if you wanted to do something a little bit this way and a little bit that way. Mm-hmm. This still seems more geared toward boxing. If you can't allow kicks, who the fuck? I don't want to see that fight. That's not. Mm-hmm. I want to see Mayweather get his ass kicked. So
go back. Go scroll back.
Nope.
Nope. That's a nice ass.
Scroll up. Thanks, Singo. No. I work out.
This is so weird.
It is.
Let me.
So you don't want to see that fight, or you're in for that fight? I'm out for that fight, and I think Mayweather wins that.
Okay. I think
just because he's gonna run away and try to point fight him.
Maybe.
You gotta catch him. That's the problem. But again, you have a little ass glove.
Come here, you little fucker.
But what's to stop McGregor from just teeing off a kick? The worst he's going to get in that environment is a point deduction. Okay. Yes. I would kick that motherfucker's head off in the third row.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Where was that?
Style?
No, Fedor on Brett Rogers, that GIF where he knocks his head off.
That was crazy, yeah.
I love it.
Flying right hands.
I love it.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, speaking of Fedor.
Yep.
Cro Cop getting tested for PEDs ahead of Bellator debut, comes back clean.
Of course. I think they told him when they were going to test him. They gave him like 3 months notice.
Well, yeah. Duh.
And he's done enough Well, and he's probably still on HGH because I don't think he's tested or can detect the HGH. So you saw what he looked like. He's fucking mowing his lawn. He looks like he's goddamn 25.
I would like to look like Fedor, Cro Cop, or Fedor, I guess, but mostly Cro Cop.
Or Fedor's brother. You see what he looks like these days?
Like he's got tattoos. He's in jail.
No, he's out and he's totally ripped. The best shape he's ever been in his life.
Really?
Juiced up, 100%.
Nice.
Yes.
Baby Fedor?
Yeah. He looks in phenomenal shape. He probably is $185. That's how slimmed down he looks. Wow. Yeah. It's crazy.
From all
I'll
that.
post a picture, hopefully.
He's taken in prison.
Hey, he said that. I want no part of little Fedor brother stuff.
Yes.
So Ray Borg was on the MMA Hour, and he said this about the Conor McGregor stuff. He says, the Conor McGregor era came with two things. One, a great big deal of new people watching the sport, but also a great big deal of dumb people watching the sport. What really started to get me on social media is when people started to more or less come after my family. You're going to start talking crap about me and things like that, whatever. I don't care. I have thick skin. I can take it. It doesn't matter to me. These people don't have faces, but when I see people on my social media calling my wife a fat hoe and just ridiculous stuff, I mean, I had some people even telling me they wish the dolly went through the window and blew my head off. Like, fuck? Man, people are insane. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? You can't call a guy's wife a fat hoe and tell him you want the dolly to go through a window and blow his head off.
What the fuck? That is so crazy.
What is wrong with people, man? Is he right? Fucking, the Conor McGregor is attracted to dummies?
Maybe. It's a bunch of drunken Irish fools.
Hey, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I support the cause.
They have a good time, but they're also crazy.
I like to party. I like to party.
Hey, they say shit, you know, you cunt or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the cunt is like a comma in their language, pretty much. I mean, I got a couple Irish friends. They get a little liquored up, and shit goes. Like we can't hang out anymore. You guys are too crazy. What the hell are you doing? I don't want any part of this.
No.
It's like, you know, little liquid courage. I don't know. Maybe that's true or not. I think overall, I think that those kind of fans look for somebody like McGregor, I think, to follow. Maybe they were always there, but, you know.
There's a criminal element that seems to be following this man.
Well, yeah.
And I think he's endorsing it with the way he acts.
Yeah. There is still a part of me that wonders how much of all this shit is show.
It's scripted. Some of it is, for sure.
I feel like
WWE.
There's a good chance that this whole thing was all scripted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I don't know. But anyways, I got no more news. What you got?
Well, I was gonna say, you know, I'm talking about the weird shit, rough and rowdy. There's also a bare knuckle fighting championship that's coming to the United States. It's gonna hold the first event June 2nd in Wyoming. It's gonna feature bunch of former UFC and Bellator fighters and current pro boxers.
Bare knuckle. Yeah,
they're claiming it's first legal sanctioned bare knuckle fighting event in the U.S. since 1889.
Whoa.
Yeah. Rico Rodriguez and Joe Riggs are a couple of the guys that are going to be fighting in that.
Oh, those are old school days.
Yeah. It's going to be $29.99 on pay-per-view. I will buy this. I will watch this. I will report
June
on
2nd?
thing. Yep.
Are they selling tickets?
To Saturday. And luckily there's a Friday UFC pay-per-view. Or no, it's a Friday UFC fight night and nothing on Saturday.
Wyoming? How far is we should fucking go. How far is Wyoming?
I don't know.
Have you been to Wyoming?
No, but I think these guys said that they tried 20 some odd athletic commissions to get them to approve it, and these guys said, fuck yeah. You know, what's the worst that's going to happen? We already have MMA, and you can shin someone to the head. What's, you know, a knuckle or a fist to the head is going to be any worse, so let's do it. And I think you had a lot of other states that would be willing to do this, but they didn't want to be the first one.
Okay.
So
weed is not legal in Wyoming. We're not going.
We'll have no part, unless you want to set us cage side, or no, I think this one was ring. I think it was a round ring. Ringside, Lazy Boys were there. Rough and Rowdy,
can we
Lazy
get some
Boys.
of those ring car girls to just hang out?
Yeah, we'll have our Lazy Boys sit right between them.
I was thinking I would be more like a chair for a ring car girl.
Okay. Or they have to sit on our lap or sit on your lap.
A bunch of them.
That's right.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, no, never.
I'm single.
He's single. I am not. Moving right along. What?
Ass and nuts?
No. I have more news, but I have to. We have a video.
Uh-oh.
I have a lot of video in this show.
It's not a home video, is it?
Not that I could show you.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. So we want to talk about passionate. Here is Mauro Ranallo calling some WWE.
He's still in the game, huh?
Or Iron Chef. I'm not sure which one this is.
No, EC3, don't tell me! Don't tell me! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Are you kidding me? My God! There are no words! The preeminent high flyer Ricochet with an avalanche neck breaker! Adam Cole has his hands on the NXT North. Adam Cole! Adam Cole! Wow! An eclipse to the outside!
Holy moly, he's fired up, man.
Oh my God! My God, Adam Cole just got put through the table! What the hell? What the hell?
What the heck?
What is this guy on?
I don't know. I would like some of that.
Jesus Christ!
Gee, that guy's having a great time.
He's watching fake wrestling and getting that dialed up.
I wonder why wrestling is so popular. Some people really love that.
I
know Hawani's into it.
I don't get it, man.
Mauro, I mean, it's that Canadian thing. Canadians love wrestling.
I suppose, but how can you get that fired up? I can't get that fired up.
They're paying him.
Well, you got to be on something. You fucking Adderall, some kind of amphetamine, maybe jacked. I'm not sure.
Jacked. Could be jacked.
Could be.
Maybe he's high as fuck.
Oh, that ain't going to make him that crazy.
It could. You never know.
Mm-hmm. I saw this cool picture of Ronda Rousey. She's about to get, as we're on a wrestling kick, she's about to get slammed by Triple H. What do you think about this? What do you think the caption should be?
What the fuck?
It might be Photoshop. I'm not sure, but I think it's a legit picture.
It looks like he's deep in that. Like he's just like buried deep in there.
All you can eat, baby.
Really?
Yep. I love it.
She's looking pretty in good shape.
Swole, man. She's probably on the sauce now.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It'd be damned if someone photoshopped that and put something in her mouth. Don't do that, people.
No.
Don't put something.
Please don't do that.
Tony Ferguson tweeted out a picture of his leg after he had that knee surgery. You see this fucking thing? This is gross as shit.
Ew.
Frankenstein leg.
Gross.
Said, I hate sitting on the sidelines, but belt or no belt, I won't allow that to define me. This is my road to recovery. Okay. That looks like a long fucking road, no?
It looks brutal, man.
That looks like Uriah Faber leg, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of brutalness. It's a lot of
He
bloody...
posted another one that's super bruised up on the high quad.
Yeah.
So you'll probably see him in about 3 years. And then last thing I have, John Jones. I don't know why he's got this beef with Tyson Griffin right now. They've been going back and forth, and the only one I'm going to mention is what John tweeted at Tyson. He said, you could tell by the tone of your tweet that you're happy Conor may be losing his deal. I think he was talking about the Burger King deal. Disguise yourself as an MMA coach or an MMA personality. I just see a bitter bitch who's the size of my dick. What?
Is he trying to say tiny?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
No, he told Joe Rogan, he's like, Joe, I got a huge cock. So what is it then?
I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense. Is this like Tito Ortiz level kind of taunting?
Something. Because then Tyson was posting some other shit back and forth, but when can this guy even fight? Why?
Never.
What are we doing?
5 years from now. Never.
He's gonna get a public reprimand from USADA, Ingo. Precedent has been set, although they didn't prove what supplement he took, but they do believe he didn't take it knowingly.
Okay.
That's what it's all about. And let's move along. Let's do some assets.
Please.
Let's start and end with Rodrigo Machado. It's time. Pound sign. Natural pound sign. Matt Rape trading.
Is this only one question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pound sign. English figured it. I
All
may
right.
or may not have posted it at an awkward time.
All right.
And didn't put an ad on.
That's fine.
Would you rather have all animals feel compelled to obey you if you come within 10 feet of them?
Like, what that could be.
I know.
What does that mean exactly? I'm not sure what that means. Okay.
Pausing for effect. Or be given the opportunity to genetically design a pet that will be loyal only to you with the combined DNA of 3 animals. If so, which animals?
I'll take the all animals.
I'm just going to come on all the pets.
There you go.
And then control everything.
Ah.
You must delete 2 of them from history along with all of their fights. Carlos Condit, Matt Hughes, Nick Diaz, or Robbie Lawler.
I'm going to have to go with Robbie Lawler and Carlos Condit.
You're keeping Matt Hughes?
Yeah.
Wow. Matt Hughes is dead.
No, he's alive.
No, he's dead. He can take Jesus with him.
He's alive.
He's gone forever.
Praise the Lord.
No. No. Him. Ooh, shit. Who's next?
Matt Hughes is going on.
Yeah. I like Carlos. He's staying. I like Nick. I gotta get rid of Robbie. Robbie and Matt. The Militich boys. Bye-bye. So sorry.
Yeah.
Tough titties, little brown kitty. Would you rather receive a blowjob from Kat Zagano once a week, but also have to receive 3 leg kicks from Edson Barboza afterwards?
Immediately after?
Sure.
That
why not?
sucks.
Or
Can I have like an hour
No.
to enjoy it?
immediately. Or deliver anal sex on Mackenzie Dern once a week, but also have to receive an H-bomb from Dan Henderson after. So you're getting fucking bombed on once a week from Dan.
I'll take
or
the leg
3
kicks.
Taking a blowjob. Yeah, I'm going to go opposite. I want Mackenzie Dern dropping the anal. I'll take that H-bomb all day, all night, all day. I'm not saying I'm gonna live very long, but I think Mackenzie Dern is worth it.
Okay.
Just saying. Moving right along. Fuck, marry, kill. Brazilian women edition number 3. We have Camila Alves. We'll start with her.
Oh my lord! Wow.
We have Daniela Freitas.
Not bad. The first one is better. I like this better. What do we have?
And then Isabelle Fontana.
Oh, that is nice. I'm gonna have to marry that one. The last one.
Okay.
We're gonna bang the first one and kill the one in the middle.
I'm gonna kill the one in the middle. I'm gonna fuck the last one. She's a little skinny, and then marry the first one because she's the thickest.
That is a lot of thickness, Matt.
It's true. You got any knowledge?
I do not this week. No.
I do. I saw a new Dr. Seuss book, Ingo.
What is it called?
Let me pull it up here. I'm scrolling.
My dick is gross.
Not yet. It's called Sneeches Get Stitches.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And another Street Lessons. Not real, but I'd love to see that. Fucking Grinch.
I like it. The Grinch is all there.
Sneeches?
Solid.
Get Stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Watch anything good on television?
Nah.
Scroll forward again.
Television. Silicon Valley. You know,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the new season. I like it better without Erlich Bachman.
Yeah.
Much better. You know, Jin Yang, the Asian guy,
is dead.
hilarious. I fucking love that guy. He's like the best. He does it perfect. But no, I haven't watched too much TV. Did I mention the Eagles documentary last time? I don't remember. I really enjoyed it.
I think we've talked about it, but not.
I enjoyed that one a lot. I'm big into music documentaries,
Yeah.
and that one was really solid. I
If you
recommend
like to
that one.
smoke weed, those are very fun to watch. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Something. Take it easy. Yes. What about you?
I'm kind of at a drought because the Blackhawks are out of the playoffs. I've been getting into sports.
So sad.
Trying to get into cars. I was watching. I was just laying in bed the other day and fucking
Whacking off
at a semi-medium pace, a la Adam Sandler.
Yes.
And the Barrett Jackson auction for cars came on. I'm like, I'll give this a shot. I think it was because Joe Rogan had one of them fucking car guys on. They're talking about cars. I'm going, why have I never been into cars? I'm goddamn 44 years old, and I've never looked at these old cars going, man, I wish I had an old car. And I was thinking back to high school where I had a fun car. It wasn't something great, but it was a fucking 1976 Olds Cutlass saloon.
Ooh.
With fucking 350 engine in it, a little
Hells yeah.
console shifter. And if you just slam the accelerator, you're laying rubber down. Like, man, that was a lot of fun. A 16 or 17-year-old kid should not have a car where you can just fucking drop rubber when you fucking drop the accelerator. So I started looking at that car, and I was watching that auction. They have all these crazy cars, and I think the minimum sell price was $100,000 for every fucking car up there.
Of course.
But you're talking, you have I think there was Lamborghini, Ferrari, fucking Camaro, some Demon, 2018 Demon, blah, blah, blah. All these crazy cars and everything looking phenomenal. Like, man, maybe I should start getting into cars. Maybe I should start going down this path. So, maybe I will. Looking into it. Looking into
What kind of car?
No, I mean, just like getting into the, like looking at the cars more.
Nice.
Like maybe like car shows. I don't think I'm ever going to buy a crazy car like that because I think the next vehicle, like if I could purchase any kind of a vehicle, I think I would want like a Jeep. I want something to be free, take the doors off, take the top off. Just it's you and your fucking vehicle and stick shit.
I've owned a Jeep before. They are fun. They're loud though on the highway.
And they're fucking unforgiving as shit. They're very rough on the
It's a
spine.
bumpy ride, man.
Yeah, but so I want like some souped up suspension, but I just want to be free in a vehicle.
They do look cool though.
Looks fun.
Yeah.
One of my friends had a monster truck that was street legal. That was street legal.
Okay.
Jesus, like you had to literally climb up on this. It didn't have it had big fucking wheels because we drove over some shit. We did off-road that fucker. But man, that was fun. I remember he had kind of ran a red light once and a cop came up and the cop couldn't even, like, he had to open the door to talk to the cop. That's how high up we were. It was a lot of fucking fun. No, he got out of it because the cop asked him, like, did you see the red light? And he's like, well, it looked pink to me. And the cop thought that was funny and laughed and like, just drive safer next time.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I got.
All right.
Sit down.
That's been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. My name is Igor Weigel.
Matt Griffith. Thanks for playing.